We're live. We're getting live. What's up, everybody? Uh, episode 33 tonight. Let's see who all's going to get in here. We got awesome guest on, Camrie Caruso, who finished up her season. First time us sponsoring a professional racer. We're going to talk about that tonight and what's coming up for 2023. Looks like George Perez is here. What's up, George? Finnick Racing. I don't know if I know if I butchered that. Finnick or man, F Racing is here. Real cool. You all know how we do it. We get started. I just do some jibber jabbering as we get the count up. Then we'll kick it off. We got some things tonight. We're going to give away a big three kit. We're also announcing tonight the winner for the American Base giveaway. Oh, we got some stuff from the Eastbound Get Down show. So this should be a fun night. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit that like button right now. We work for likes and shares, and then share this out. The more people we can get in here, the better. It makes for a funner night. What's up, Juan in the house? It looks like, too, you all know we have the new program going where no matter where you're logged in at, you will see each other's comments, which has been really cool lately. We've been having a lot of fun because, part of the show is y'all in the background. So we're watching the count go up. We'll wait a little bit and then we'll get this thing going. Today is January 16th. We're right around the corner from tax return season. I hope you all remember Big Jeff Audio and the team when that money comes in, and you guys trust us enough to spend it with us. We're going to be talking about the Big Jeff batteries that finally came in. Came in a couple weeks late, but I mean, it happens. They're here. Yep, there they are. Really cool. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk to Camrie Caruso, and she's got a new vehicle for the new year, so that's real cool. Steven Rogers, what's up, bud? Thank you for chiming in. For all you new people coming in, make sure you hit the like button, share this out. We wait a few minutes to get the count up, and then we'll start this off, and we're going to have a good time tonight. I don't know what y'all doing in Florida. We're getting prepared. It's supposed to be in the teens tomorrow. I'm Alpha Omega, the beginning end on the battery. Thank you. I don't know if you ordered one or not, or if you're about to. We got plenty in stock. We should have them through once we get through a certain amount. We had to order 1,000 of them. We're going to do a second order. Matt Stark in the house. Yeah, Matt, I'm seeing you starting up on your YouTube videos again. What y'all don't know is my downtime is usually driving home. Obviously, you see me in the office working late, so I'm not able to do it from the house, hopefully next week, but it doesn't matter. But on my drive home, all my vehicles have TVs. I like to watch YouTube videos on the way home. So I've been checking your stuff out, Matt. Justin Santos in the house. Dickerson Audio and Designs. What's up, my friend? Mike A. I just go A because I always butcher his name. And then Dusty in the house with Mart's Digital Man. We were talking about you. Actually, Mart's Digital was out here from Brazil yesterday. We were going over a new line and stuff coming in. The version 2 stuff will be here. We were bringing you up, talking about your Mart's Digital / Kicker system. So real cool. All right, we got a bunch of people in here. I'm not going to wait any longer. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this out. Let's get some people in here. Doesn't matter if you're watching on Big Sound by Big Jeff or the Big Jeff Audio YouTube or our Facebooks. We're all in here together. We're going to do this. Bobby, what's up, man? I love seeing everybody. This is great. Justin Dillon. Let me stop because I'm just going to be announcing people all day long. Ben, let's get this party started, man.
Let's go. It's the Big Sound Podcast. Welcome back. Got one hell of a cast to keep it action-packed. Big Ben on the scene, yeah, and Taylor the hair. Allie the Queen and Big Jeff in the chair. Got audio legends coming on the show. If you need some advice, then you'll be good to go. Got the usual suspects at the chats. And Deviant for life, straight rapping facts. Big Jeff coming through like he's Santa Claus, cause he be giving stuff away, yeah, he's the boss. And hit the website no matter what your budget's. Year, make, and model, we will tell you what fits. And hair tricks, get them for just $1. Cop a Big Jeff shirt and pop your collar. We bout to take off like a convertible drop top. Haters sneaking in, they get hit with that bot shot. Before we set it off, you gotta do something. Grab your chain, your shades, and your pinky ring. Now we ready to go, yeah, it's time to begin. You know it's Big Jeff Audio for the win. Team Big Jeff, y'all can start the show. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we are, episode 33 with Camrie Caruso in the house. I got I don't even want to call him a Christmas gnome. This was given me by Redenzo, our radar tech company we deal with, and I love this guy here. But he's going to be with us tonight too, my co-host. Camrie, thank you. Welcome back. I mean, the year's over. We're going to be talking about that, the new year. I hear you got a new race car you're going to be driving this year. A lot of upgrades, so I guess that's what happens when you're doing good in the circuit and getting sponsors and taking trophies. We got a bunch of people in here. We'll give a couple shout outs. We got Amy. It says Camrie, always so nice at all the races. Can't wait to see her again this year. Justin Santos, the chain looks good on her. So already again, she's sporting the Big Jeff shirt and the Big Jeff Audio Hater chain. Awesome.
We got our sparkly shirt on today.
There you go. Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that. That's awesome.
Yes.
We're probably going to need to get those for the women. So
Yes.
we were trying to do an upgrade. Everybody kept saying, how come we don't have gold grills? I'm not a gold grill guy, never been, but I looked into it. Same places where we get the chains, the glasses, and everything. And they sent out a bunch of samples. And I'm thinking, who the hell is going to want to wear the grill? Well, we went to a show this weekend. And I felt bad because there were so many people coming up asking if we had the grills. Now, obviously, these aren't plastic. They're obviously not gold, but they're still a little pricey because they're like a stainless steel that's plated.
Okay.
But we're going to be coming out with not the Hater starter kit, but maybe a intermediate kit or something we're going to put together. So we are working on that, everybody. Basically, first step is obviously get samples. We don't want to put anything out that's junk. 2, figure out if it's something we can do as a giveaway or charge a small price, but that we're working on. What we're talking about tonight, a few things before we get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and share this out. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. As you can see, everybody's comments are popping in real cool with the new software. Everybody's in the party together. We went to the Eastbound Get Down show this weekend. We'll talk a little about that later. Big Jeff battery giveaway is in happening right now. We're also announcing, Camrie announced, we're going to have the winner for the American-based giveaway, which was 2 subs and an amplifier. So that's exciting tonight. We'll do that at the end.
That's
and
awesome.
then every week we pick out a winner for the drunk text by Big Jeff. Basically, you have to text the word drunk to 737 Big Jeff. And then each week, we pick somebody that I sent a text and they win something. So, who won this week? Who got drunk text by me? And what did I send them? Juan Rogue, actually. Okay. He is a longtime follower, faithful follower. Congratulations, man. We'll be sending that out to you. Make sure you contact the customer service team and we will get you out there. You all can put your comments up or questions. I will definitely try to get to them. Deviant's in the house, Blazing, B&K, Bobby. We got a ton of people tonight. That's awesome. So let's start here. Reflecting on the 2023 season, what were some of the major challenges for you and your team, and how have you worked them out going into the new season?
One of the biggest challenges we always have is keeping up during the season because there's so many back-to-back events, so making sure that we're really keeping up with the R&D to keep up with everybody in the class and making sure we're still a top runner and have a chance to be number 1 and win and have top speed and really make sure we're representing to the best of our ability and running to the best of our ability.
Yeah, because you don't want to do major changes during the season. I mean, tweaks and stuff. So I can see how that would be hard. So you got to do that off season in a short amount of time. I mean, how long do you really get in the off season? How many weeks is it?
So our last race is like November 15th, and then now we have a race February 8th. So realistically, that's a month and that's like 2.5 months. And during that 2.5 months, we have to really, I think it's around 15, a little more to 1,700.
At the
But
wheel, right? I mean,
yes,
that's like true. Okay, so that's why I popped this question up because I don't think even last time anybody ever asked. I never even asked. It's kind of crazy. And then your motor is normally aspirated, correct? That's not
it,
nitrous or anything.
yeah, it's naturally aspirated. It's just N 500 cubic inches. We have everything connected to it. And
Now, everybody got to understand this. 1,500 horsepower at the wheel is a lot, okay? I got a V12 7 Series, which gets about 650, and that will throw you back in the seat. So you're doubling that, and not even that. That's at the wheel. I can't imagine. I was lucky enough the race in North Carolina to be down there. Just feeling it take off is incredible. I mean, does it still shock you sometimes when you're in there and you hit that gas?
kind of in a way, because like, if you're on a good run, like you'll leave and you're like, okay, I tell the guys, I'm like, it left like a rocket ship. We're on a great run. You can tell in different airs and different weather, like
Right.
how good you're
Like
running.
you can feel the launch. You can
Yeah.
I mean you do it so many times, it's like part of you. And I think that's something you probably have to do. You got what they say, like be one with the car. I guess that's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing. You could tell if something's off or wrong.
And
I
that's
mean,
really what makes the difference, is you being able to give good feedback to the guys, because if they can't trust you to tell them what's going on, then you're not
and
really
like when I was
helping.
there's a little bit of time to make changes and cool the car, but it's not all day. So you gotta communicate with them on the way back for them to start. And let me explain to everybody, when they come back, the whole hood comes off. They got this chiller hooked up. They're cooling the motor off. I've seen the guys here with the laptop, right? They're doing all this instantly to get ready for the next run. I mean, it's an organization, and even seeing how her team works together is pretty impressive. There's a lot of trust in it. This is dangerous. I mean, people get hurt. These cars can take off or in a sense blow up. Juan is going to pop up a question. I'm going to jump into it real quick. Juan, he asked what your daily driver is. So not long ago, she was driving a beater, honestly, and then she picked up a brand new Cadillac SUV. And I actually just asked her about it because I'm like, hey, how's the Cadillac before we started the show? And she's like, oh, I got rid of it. They offered me more money than I paid. So, but in her defense, you just said this is the longest you've been home in how long?
In a while. This is day 5. This is probably the long one, about a month and a half, 2 months.
So you got to
I just think
understand,
having
yeah, right, no doubt. I mean, and when you are home, you just kind of want to unwind, but I'm sure you're still, working or dealing with the sponsors and all the other stuff. Everybody got to understand this is a profession. This is her job. Not just the racing, but the training, the off season. I mean, this is a full-time job that is more than 40 hours a week. So there is not much downtime. And Camry, you're a younger girl. I mean, you gave up life of that age, to do this. I mean, it's sacrifices.
it is.
Yeah,
I tell everybody, I wouldn't want it any other way. Like, I've loved racing since I was in junior dragsters and watching my dad and my papa and race. But it's more than a 40-hour job, and the off season is usually busier than the on season with the whole partners and training and everything else.
right. So, well, before I forget, we always give everything away, guys. I totally forgot. We're going to be giving away tonight a full tilt. Big shout out to Sean Mayo for that full tilt. That is a company that's intertwined with the Sundown XS Power family. You want to win that. It's a red and black OFC, so it's not cheap. kit, go ahead and comment the word Caruso, which is Caruso. Comment the word Caruso, Caruso, and we will pick out, or actually, we'll let Camrie pick out a winner later on. Let me ask this, because somebody didn't ask you last time. I mean, when was the last time you actually hired somebody new on the team? I mean, that's got to be a different type of interview. One, they got to have the expertise to do the job, and then two, there's got to be a family aspect and a trust. Am I correct?
Their thing is it's really hard to bring new people in just because even as far as partners, like I want all my partners to get along, just like I want my whole team to get along. So really it's hard to bring new people in, but when we do have to, they go through a pretty good process, and the guys at the shop have to get along with them. They have to get along. They have to have the same morals, ethics.
And I'm sure being out on the road, being away from their family, there's a lot of tension, right?
Absolutely. And a lot of that's the guys are giving a lot up too, not just me.
Yeah.
They're giving a lot up being away from their wives, their kids, their
Right.
houses. So
Right.
it's not for everybody, but we have a really great team, and I'm super thankful for my guys because I've been with my guys. My guys haven't changed. I've been with them since I
Right.
started Talk.
Let's do this. Make sure y'all comment the word Caruso. We're gonna take a short video break. We got a little video we put together, and then I want to come back. I got some pictures up. Karen, maybe we can go through the pictures from last year, and you can explain what's going on. We'll
Yeah.
get comments. We're gonna have a good night.
Absolutely.
Ben, take us out. Give us a little video break. Everybody, we'll be right back with Camrie Caruso.
The adrenaline, the excitement, the thrill, and the need for speed make this young drag race driver excel in her craft. Third generation driver that brings new glory to the Caruso family name. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Sound by Big Jeff Podcast proudly presents our own sponsored NHRA driver, 2022 NHRA Rookie of the Year, Camrie Caruso.
First thing I want to say to everybody is a experience. Okay, being there with you on the four-way, being down there is an experience I can't even explain to anybody. My adrenaline was pumping that I was more worried about slipping and falling on the track and being live on TV. Everybody, Fox Sports covers the NHRA race car, and there's many classes. What people don't know is that the NHRA is actually bigger than NASCAR, which first thing in your head, you think NASCAR, that's the Goliath, but it's not. It's a huge community. And then being a part of that, being on the car, it was just an incredible experience that no matter what happens in my life, it's something I could say that very few people will ever do. Incredible, definitely incredible. And what the video you guys just saw for some new people following and watching us, we had a full wrap in North Carolina, and it was just incredible. It was just a crazy good time that you almost need a day or two to even absorb what went on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up here. So here's the picture. You want to give us a little breakdown of what we're looking at right now?
So Phoenix was our second stop in the 2023 campaign, and we won the race. So that was in the winner's circle with the Wally and the medal. You get those for every race you win. The NHRA Wally has been around since NHRA started, and that was my first win in the professional category. And it was so special because in qualifying that weekend, we actually struggled a little bit. It wasn't working. We weren't meshing. And then the last day came around and we all meshed, and everything fell into place and we won the race.
So it said in the video you were rookie of the year before. So how
Yes.
many years have you been doing this technically professional with the NHRA?
This will be my 3rd year professionally racing.
Yeah, that's crazy. So everybody understand. I mean, she got rookie of the year her first year. Second year did incredible, and now we're going into the 3rd year competing against people who've been doing this for a long time. Even what I saw there, there was female racers for like motorcycle and other stuff, and when she came up, you could just see the support they were given. And I'm sure you being a young female in a man's type thing hasn't been easy. You've had to gain respect amongst people, in a sense, prove yourself, which you really shouldn't have to, but you've done it. So I want everybody
Yeah.
to understand that this is Camrie's 3rd year. Great question. Yeah, you can put it up. What class do you run? Can you break that down for everybody?
So I run NHRA Pro Stock. There's 4 professional classes: NHRA Top Fuel, NHRA Funny Car, NHRA Pro Stock, and NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle. And I run the Pro Stock Car class. 500-inch engines, naturally aspirated, Liberty 5 speeds with clutch pedals.
So it's crazy too because you see, I got to see all the different classes, and man, it's huge. It's like crazy there. Even thinking about these races and what goes into them. So here you are. Let's go to the next one. Okay. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, it looks like you're in Walmart, if I'm right.
Yes. So Mission Foods was involved in NHRA this year. They put on a race within qualifying that is called Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty. So the semifinalists of the prior race would run in qualifying for an additional bonus, and they promoted it by putting some of us in Walmart in the Mission displays, and they would be in the Walmarts that we were racing near that week.
And how many
I
people could
did
say
steal a few of those.
they're in Walmart on a like a life-size poster, right? It's got, I mean, when you first went to Walmart to see it, I mean, what was that feeling? I mean, that's just got to be crazy, right?
Honestly, I didn't know that they picked me to go in the Walmart. I knew that there was a stand-up, but I thought it was just at the racetrack display. I had no idea, except people kept telling me, they're like, "You're in Walmart. Did you see yourself?" I'm like, "What
Right,
are
yeah, that's crazy.
What are you talking about?" And
Right.
then we
Getting
actually
tagged in pictures, you
Yeah.
didn't even know, right? It's like,
I
no
had no
way.
idea. And then my best friend was racing in Epping, New Hampshire one weekend that we were off, and I went to support her because she comes to support me at every race. So we went and took pictures with the stand-up, and we took one from Walmart.
Right, right. Yeah, I would definitely want to keep on. So this great question, George Perez says, and I don't think I ever asked. One, this is a quarter-mile track, correct? You race on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so from start to the end, how fast or what's the fastest you've gotten up to?
So in the Pro Stock car, I've gone 212, but in other cars, I've been 282.
So 282 miles per hour within how many seconds on an average you're trying to shoot for?
5.2 in that class that I was in, but the Pro Stock car is 6.4, 6.5.
Okay, so everybody think about that. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5.
Yep.
Almost 300 miles an hour, trying to get the chutes popped out, slow down, and everything else. It's pretty intense. Great question. Would you ever want to move to a different class to race? Now, remember we asked this last time we did interview, and I'm kind of thinking you said no, you were happy there, but has that changed?
So I've raced in a whole bunch of classes prior to going to Pro Stock, and I truly love Pro Stock. So for the near future, I'm going to stay in Pro Stock and I'm pretty content in it. I want to accomplish a lot here and make a difference in the class.
Gotcha. So we're looking at a picture here. I met this wrap was by a tequila brand. Met the guy, really cool dude, and I guess he's known for busting out the tequila and making the margaritas at every race. And he was doing it like at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, he
Really cool dude.
does.
So I'm guessing I'm seeing All-Star winner. Everybody can see the Big Jeff logo on the back corner panel. Where was this? What was this? What was going on? Were you the winner? And what was the All-Star?
So we were in Chicago when this took place. We did win the All-Star call out. It was a new race that also was a race within a race. It was new for Pro Stock this past year. They are redoing it this year, but we had to qualify for the All-Star call out based
Wait,
on,
wait, you're saying first time ever them doing it, and you took it home.
yes.
Man, that's crazy, man.
It
That's
was so
that's
cool. It was a really cool
yeah,
experience.
right. So I mean,
And
even so, how many people are okay? Well, to get in there, I'm just trying to get everybody to understand how many competitors do you have, right? And then how many got picked to even race, and how many did you have to beat?
so we usually have about 18 to 23 competitors for a 16-car field. But for the All-Star call out, we only had 8 cars that were able to be in the call out. So we had to qualify to race the call out from, I think it was 15 races that we had a chance to qualify that averaged if we were picked. And for the first round of the call out, everybody got to, the top 4 got to call somebody out. I was not in the top 4, so I got called out. And then the second round, I got called out again. And then obviously the final, it was just the last 2 standing. So I never called anybody out, but it actually worked to my advantage because we won the race.
Right, and that was the first time they did it, so that makes it even more special. First
Yes.
time you take it home. Juan, great question. My accountant, who's been with me since being out of my garage, calls me one night and says, "Hey, I do taxes or something for a friend that's a family member. Basically somebody of somebody. Uh, they race. I'm thinking like local type stuff or like I don't know, dirt track, whatever." And he says they got opening. They're looking for sponsors. He's like, "I know you do crazy marketing. Something you want to do." And I'm like, "Yeah, right. This is definitely not going to be." So uh, I reached out and I'm expecting to get called back by some kind of promoter or some, but it was Camrie herself. And we talked about it. I heard her story. It's like, you know, I'm still the new kid on the block in this industry for us. So we bonded there. Obviously throwing out big money is not easy, especially on stuff you've never done before, but I've done crazier. So we basically linked up, came up with a plan. It was like last minute too. The season already started, and the next race coming up was in North Carolina, and I had the chance on that one to be a full wrap, which is what you saw in the video. And I'm like, uh, I remember going home when I made the decision. I'm like, well, at this point, it's done. So it's got to work out, right? And that's really how we kind of met, and where we're at right now for the new season. So, uh, great question. Let me hit this up here. Oh wait, another one here. I was lucky enough to ride some hot laps with Brittany Force at Laguna Seca.
That's awesome.
Okay, when I was back Cali, crazy experience. Okay, gotcha. Um, okay, so is this still the same race, the picture we're looking at with the All Star?
Yep. So that was at the end of the racetrack when I got the trophy. That was prior to the previous photo. The previous photo was in the winner's circle. This was at the end of the racetrack when I had just won.
Right. Let's go back another one here. Okay. Whoa, what is this?
So that is my junior
Ha!
dragster. I started that when I was 8 years old. So a
Oh
long time
wow.
ago.
So okay, so I don't know if you all know the story. This is a family thing. This goes back generations. She didn't just start racing. Her dad, grandfather, right? It's like a whole family thing.
Yeah, my
So you've been
papa
doing this.
started 60 years ago.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So when did you actually? When I mean, how old was this? The first year of like getting in something like this, or when did you really first start to actual race? Well, I wouldn't say
So
professionally, but at this caliber of racing.
so this is my 3rd year in NHRA fully professional, but that was back when I was about, I think, and my dad's watching, so correct me if I'm wrong. Like I think I was like 12 in that picture. So that was 4 years after I started. We were running a series called American Drag Racing League. It was the ADRL. They made the juniors feel so important, and I believe we qualified number 1 at that race.
That's crazy. That's
And that
and just
was
yeah, that how fast was this? I mean, what is this thing?
those were
Was it
like 90 mile an hour.
right, but still being squished in here like a crotch rocket. That's still I mean,
Yes.
not everybody's gonna do that, right? Okay, what are
So
we looking at here?
this race in October, pink suit going on because it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and
Awesome.
one of our partners, you can see it on the front, True Brands, they're support of the Breast Cancer Foundation, National Breast Cancer Foundation, and at the last qualifier, whoever goes the fastest, as you go the fastest, you get to sit on the saddle, and whoever wins the fastest of that round gets extra money, and you get like an extra trophy. So we got on there for about 7 pairs, and only one person went faster than us.
Wow, that's crazy. So I mean, besides the racing, I'm sure you've just racked up so many different experiences. I mean, that's what we're kind of seeing now, and it's not
It's
just
so cool.
racing a car. Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
so many different things. Like a lot of the races have these incentives and extra little competitions in the race. And Dallas is one of a really cool event. It's called the Stampede of Speed, and it goes on for 6 days.
Right. John's got a great question here. What is your favorite track to race at? That's a great question.
So I have 2. Phoenix, because Phoenix has been a huge track for me in my professional career. It was the first track that I won a round at in Pro Stock, and it was the first track I won a national event in Pro Stock. But I love Dallas as well because, like I previously said, the Stampede of Speed has concerts, like other contests aren't usually with us. So they both great shows for the fans, and it's you have to go to experience it.
Now, we still haven't done it yet just because of time, but everybody don't know if you know, all these races are on Fox Sports, okay? I set my DirecTV to record each one. We still plan to do like a highlight of 2023. Do you, I mean, I know you have a lot, especially younger women that look up to you. I mean, do you feel famous at this point yet? Do you feel like you're at that level? I mean, and it's not even about being big headed, but I mean, you're seen on a major thing like Fox. You're at these events and probably have had hundreds of thousands of people. Let me tell you, everybody, even at North Carolina, when she comes out like other drivers at the pit, there's people lined up that just want signatures. They just want a hug. Um, almost almost a little scary on some of them because they almost look like no, you can't take me home. But
Yes.
I mean, do you feel like you're at that level, like famous? I mean, what does it do to you inside? I mean, when you
I don't
sign
know.
somebody's hat or shirt, right?
It's really cool, and I'm still learning the best way to be about it, because like you said, it is a little strange sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh, as a kid when my dad was racing the races, I would walk around and get hero cards and signatures and everything else, and now they want my signature. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh, look at what we've built so far.
Right,
So
right.
it's kind of cool.
So this is definitely not race outfit. What's going on here?
So this was at the NHRA Awards banquet this year. It was in November, right after the last, and right to left, girlfriend, Rachel, me, and then my dad's girlfriend's best friend who came to do our hair and makeup for the weekend.
What we got here? I think that's Rachel. If sorry if I say it wrong. What is the most memorable moment in drag racing? I mean, what stands out the most if you were just to pop it in your head right now?
Being able to do it with my family there all the time. Like my
Right.
dad and my papa don't miss a race. My mom comes when she can. My dad's girlfriend comes to as many as possible. Unfortunately, she has a really big girl job where she has to be in the office a lot. But the fact that my mom, my dad, my papa, my best friend, my dad's girlfriend can all be there to support me that's really special.
Right. Yeah, working with family has got to be huge. Okay. This looks like something big. Where are we at?
So at the end of the race, after we all win and take our winner pictures, we go on stage for Fox, and all the fans get to come around us and go up there and answer a few questions. And that was the trophy from Phoenix, and all the fans you can see in the background. And the guy up there is one of the announcers.
That's cool. What we got here? There he is. There's the
Darling.
big Jeff. Yeah, that was awesome.
Honestly, I love the
Oh,
red.
what are we looking at? What is this?
That is the brand new car for 2024.
All right, you got it. Tell us, explain what we got going on here, because new year, new car. I mean, this has got to be exciting, right?
Yeah, so we got this car about 6 months ago, had to plumb it, wire it, get it fitted, all of the above. We took it down to Bradenton, Florida last week and tested for 2 days, and we shook it down, and it's a great car. We're definitely strides ahead of 2023, and we're so excited. And almost less than 3 weeks, that car will be fully wrapped and going down Bradenton for the first race of the year.
Right, and Bradenton is the first time they're doing NHR drag, correct?
Yep. So the Pro Superstar Shootout,
Yeah.
it's the first time at Bradenton Motorsports, and it's the 8th through the 10th of February, and it's going to be super cool.
So, me and a few of us are gonna be riding out to Bradenton, which will be cool. We'll be doing live video there. We're gonna take video. We're gonna take pictures. We're gonna be giving away stuff, and then be cool. I got some interviews that hopefully will bring some attention to the Big Jeff Audio platform. I'm super excited. I want to know, and I'm surprised nobody's asked yet. This car, the way it comes to you, a roundabout. Well, I mean, how much money is it to buy one of these? The way it
So
sits.
it's so complicated, honestly, for that question, but you can get a bare chassis for like between 175 and 200 grand. And then the wiring, all the fittings, the wheels, the shocks, the engine, the clutch, the transmission, all of that adds up. And to finish a car is around 450,000 to
Oh,
500 grand.
whoa, holy. I mean, you just said $500,000.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
talking the race trailer, all the
No.
other stuff. You guys got a ton of technology, tools, tests. I mean, we're talking $500,000 on just the car. That's crazy. HC lecture. I'm gonna try to say it. Plumb a car. It's like wiring it up. She's talking about getting gas
Yes.
lines, brake lines, electric lines, all the stuff wired up. These cars don't come. Basically, she's buying, or her team, because this is an organization. I mean, it's a company. They're buying a motor, a chassis, and a body, and then her team has to get there, and just like we do in the car audio world, she's got all the equipment there, and it's time to wire this thing up, get it tested, and everything else. I want to go back to that $500,000.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever think 2 years ago you'd be dropping like that on a new car? I mean, that's
You
crazy.
always hope, you always want a brand new car. You can get new to you cars, used cars for less, but you never think that you're going to be able to have a brand new car that's specifically fitted for you. But to be able to do that I'm so thankful, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to have a brand new car. Not everybody gets to do that. So I'm so excited.
So, I mean, even the seat, they got to do a custom seat, right? Because it's got to
Yeah.
fit you perfect. That's just crazy to see this. So, but again, you got so used to the other car. Now you got to get used to this car. Does that worry you at all, especially in the beginning?
I was a little worried the first pass in it, but after I sat in it, made a run, got back, sat in it some more to get used to it, I'm so comfortable in this car that I don't think we'll miss a beat.
Right. And then I noticed the Chevy symbol. Is that something I mean, is there other options, or are you all just Chevy people?
So you can do other options. There are rules in the rule book stating like which body styles you can use. There's a Dodge Dart, there's a Mustang, a Ford Mustang, a Chevy Camaro, and then there's different years of those. Ours is a
Right.
2023, but my last one was a 2016. So there's so many different options, but so the car on the right in this picture is my old car. And then the car on the left, the white car, is my new car.
So I don't know if you guys can see, that's basically the air intake y'all have on your vehicle.
Yes.
That's got to be, I don't know, 8-9 inches oval on an. I mean, that's just huge amount
So
of
that goes
air
into the
being rammed up there.
manifold.
Yeah, that's crazy. What else
Yeah.
we got here? Uh-oh, what do we look? What is this? Miss Camrie Caruso.
So
Drag.
Drag
Magazine
Illustrated.
time. Yeah, that's
Drag
crazy.
Illustrated is the biggest racing magazine right now and for the past few years. This was 2 years ago. This was in 2022. I got the cover, which I did not think I was going to get at all. And it basically.
So here's some insight which I never even brought up to you. Obviously, when I was up there, I got to sit down with the owner Drag Race, and we were talking about this, and he told me he doesn't allow anybody to buy covers. They're giving out to people that deserve it. He took a lot of heat because you were such a new racer, but he knew it was deserved. I never even brought this up to you because I didn't really think about it until now. But I got a good 45 minutes or an hour with him. We were sitting there in the pit and just talking. And this came up because he was talking about you were brand new. I mean, like you said, you didn't even think you were going to get on there. That's just I want everybody to understand this is not just given. This wasn't just because she worked for it, she deserved it. And even the owner of this explained that to me. That there was a lot of unhappy people about it because they think
There was.
they could buy covers, they could buy top spots, and he didn't want to have his magazine ever like that.
It was a
That's
big
pretty
deal for
impressive.
a little bit, actually. Like, there was a ton of people who supported it and were so awesome to me about it. But there were those people out there that were like, why? So,
Right.
but
This
you're
is,
not
I
going to
mean,
make everybody happy.
everyone tonight, I gotta tell you, we're having some of the best questions, the best interactions. I want to thank everybody for that. We've been keeping a good amount of people in here. This is an awesome night. This is not your all's norm, but it's about cars. It's all in the same wheelhouse. And if you all follow Big Jeff, me, and the platform, this is part of us. We're sponsoring for the 2024 season. Um, Before we get to this question, how can they start to follow? I know you got a lot of followers last time. Where do they go to follow you at? What's the best way? I know you have a social media, you have Instagram, you have Facebook. Where, if you were telling everybody where to go, where would be the spot?
So Instagram is where Instagram and Facebook are really going to be the two big platforms where we make sure to keep everything updated at first. After the races, we do put race recap videos on YouTube, and Twitter does get
So
results as well.
yeah, that's at the bottom. Everybody scrolling. Facebook.com/Camrie Caruso. When we're done
Instagram's the
tonight, make
same
sure,
way.
yeah, show some love. Go over there if you haven't done it already. Like her page and even follow her page. That'd be greatly appreciated. I got to give. I forgot to bring up to Mark when we were all talking the other day. When I first met you, I went to the YouTube and y'all used to do a little get back and forth.
Yes.
I know timing sucks, but I think if you ever do get time, I think that's something y'all should do again. What I'm talking about, everybody, was when we first met. Obviously, I'm looking at her online. I'm looking at her social media. I'm doing some research. She had a YouTube, and her and her pop. Mark's been in this since day one too. They used to have like a back and forth, like talking about racing. I thought it was the best thing in the world. I watched. I loved it. I would love to see you all do that. Even maybe next time we get you back on mid-season, we can get them on here too. Because like you keep saying, it's a family thing. Is it hard working with your dad like that, that close?
So I actually worked for my dad when I straight out of high school, when I was going to college at my dad and grandpa's company. And I actually left because I wanted to know that I could be successful on my own, and went and did mortgages prior to this professional racing. So I've worked with my dad for years, but it is hard at times because it's a business. Like, I love my dad to death. He's one of my best friends. And we joke around and have so much fun together, but business is business at times, and he'll be like pass at me like I can't do business. So
Yeah,
it
I mean,
gets
you got,
hard.
yeah, but you got a responsibility to the
Mhm.
fans, your team, the sponsors. I mean, it's a full-time role.
Yeah.
And that's good that you have them in your corner to kind of keep you on that track. And I'm sure it's hard sometimes, but
I
you have a
honestly
lot of
would
responsibility. I mean, a
I
huge
wouldn't
amount of
want it
responsibility.
another way.
Yeah,
I definitely I'm young, 25. I still have so much to learn and so many different ways to improve things. I'm doing the best I can at time, and I think we're doing pretty good for as new as we are into the whole thing. But my dad definitely helps me see like business is business, because if it was up to me, I would do anything for anybody and just anything I could to help anybody. And he's like, okay, yes, but business.
right.
So he helps me make sure it's all done and make sure it's done the right way. And so thankful for that.
Uh, So I'll jump in. Is she a base head? She doesn't have time to be a base head. Last time we had her on, we were talking about the car she had at the time, getting a system in there. I think what if you remind me if I'm wrong, but it was something that you would like to do. It was really
Yeah.
no time. You don't even
I would
drive a
like to
normal
be able
car.
to do all that. And I would like to be able to kind of do different projects to the cars I have, but
Right.
the time.
Yeah, no, 100%. Does Camrie Hey, great question. And I'm surprised we never talked about that. We are a big seller of Excess Power, which is
Yes.
a battery company, and they have a whole racing line and section. Is there a particular battery you do run? And then if that's not
So
one of them, I definitely want to talk to them and see if we can get what you need in there for sure.
that's actually a great point. So I run X power battery pad, and my dad
Oh
ran
wow.
his top sportsman cars. It is not that car because we do have a lightweight battery in the Pro Stock car because weight is a huge thing. So if we could do an excess power battery that's lightweight, we could definitely
Yeah, I
get it
think
in the
the
Pro Stock car.
so on the race side, there is a lithium style battery that weighs less than 8 pounds. So there is, and we should probably talk about that. It might help out. I know weight is obviously very important, but that I know they deal directly with a lot of different type racing. But
So
that's
the current battery that we have is 4.5 pounds.
wow, that's crazy. Yeah,
So we definitely could work with them on getting it down.
yeah,
But we use
100%.
excess power batteries in all of our other race cars that we had prior to this, and it's actually in the dragster that I will be driving a little bit this year as well.
That's really cool. I'm gonna throw a quick plug in here. If y'all don't know, we finally got our Big Jeff batteries in. These are lithium battery. Oh, Mark here, your dad popped in. I did all my cars when I raced. Yep.
Yep.
Excess Power has been around for a long time. Big company, been involved in this stuff forever.
Really
Uh,
reliable. Like the batteries are
yeah,
great.
100%. Wouldn't want to sell anything else. If y'all haven't seen it, they're up, available for sale. We have a 22 amp per hour. It is
So
super small.
that is
Go ahead.
awesome. I think that would be there are a lot of race trailers have batteries in them for certain things. That might be something that could be used in there.
Yeah, I'm not really ever wanted or planned to have a whole big Jeff line because then it takes me away from selling all the brands we have, and I like selling everybody else's stuff. But I wanted to and have been doing a few key items that are not just a sticker on it. This was actually designed and tooled and everything else. So real excited. It's a good feeling, honestly, Camry. I mean, I got my name on so many things, but when they came and you actually see that something yours, right? And
Yeah.
not even a sticker, a registered UPC code and serial numbers and like,
Like
hey,
something
that's
you built.
yeah, it's humbling. Uh I can't explain it, but it's definitely a big thing for me. So if y'all don't know about it, make sure you check out our Facebook, our website, and YouTube if you're interested. let's do this. Man, this has been a really good night. Time is flying by. We've been having great questions. We still got to pick the winner for the big three. We have to announce the American base winner. Let's do this. Let's take a short video break. We're at a car show in Daytona or Ormond Beach this weekend. We got a quick video on it. Let's go and take a quick break. We'll be back with Camrie Caruso. We'll be right back.
It was early in the morning as we got ready to go to the Eastbound Get Down car show. We drove fast and furious. Finally, Big Jeff and the team are at Eastbound Get Down. The show was full of amazing cars. It was a great atmosphere. But the best part was at the Big Jeff audio tents. Especially the demos on the hair tricks for $1 Yukon. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel for more videos from the show.
It was a great time. It was nice to go somewhere and not sweat like crazy because all the shows are usually in the summertime. It is outrageous. The second day the weather was like 69 degrees. It was so awesome.
That's
so we got that
perfect
video coming
weather
up.
to be outside.
It was almost cold. Everybody's buttoned up. Freezing. You know, for us down here, that's kind of cold. But it was a great time. We're definitely going back next year. Let's do this, guys. Let's get a winner picked out, and we'll pop it up for the full tilt big three kit. We'll let Camrie call out the winner, and we'll go ahead and give that away. What do we got here? You guys already got some?
Pearl Live
Pearl Live Wire. Okay, I'll go with that. Congratulations. Contact us, 737 Big Jeff. We'll get you shipped out that full tilt big three kit. So you know, Camrie, we're always about giveaways and giving back.
Yeah.
We recently, American Base is a brand that's been around for a long time. And when I first started the company, it was a big brand for me. And then me and Bob, the owner, just kind of had a falling out and kind of stopped selling the stuff. And but I said for going into 2024, I had still a lot of customers asking about it. So repaired some things and we brought the product in. So to make that fun, we said, hey, let's do a giveaway. Ben, you want to pull up real quick what we gave away or given away? It was a pair of subs and a Comp 2K 2000 watt amp. So
That's
we
awesome.
run the videos and we told everybody, you know, usual comment, share, like all that. So tonight is the night that we actually announce the winner. So when people enter, you got some people that don't follow the rules, so do one or the other.
Always.
And I try to make it very clear, and that's usually people that don't watch the whole video, and usually the video is only a couple minutes, but they think they know what to do and they don't. So when we go to pick somebody and we go check it and it's not all done, we have to pick somebody else. So that is for everybody with future giveaways, which we are doing a Big Jeff battery giveaway. Follow the rules that will separate. We've had so many people that should have won but didn't complete it, and unfortunately I picked somebody else. But with no further ado, we're going to announce, I'll let you announce it. The winner for the American Base 2XD 12-inch with a VFL Comp 2K amp is
Jackie Barber. If I misspelled it, my bad.
That's all right. Congratulations.
Jackie, congrats.
Yeah, big time.
That's
You got
awesome.
yourself 2 subwoofers and a 2000 watt amp.
That's an awesome giveaway.
Yeah. We had a good response over it. There was a lot of shares, comments, likes. Sometimes it's almost overwhelming because we put it up on Facebook, YouTube, and then people share it out. And it's a lot of checking to find everybody.
Yeah. For
Uh,
sure.
it's kind of weird. I wish if you were Twitter, which we're not really Twitter people, but you can Twitter and like hashtag chat. The rest you really can't. It's kind of weird. I wish they would do that, but congrats on that. Next week we have a really cool guest. His name is Eugene. He actually works at Def Bounce in Miami, who's building what he says is the loudest Mustang ever.
That's pretty
Uh,
cool.
I was there Christmas time, and I his thing is incredible. The amount of work and time he's putting into it. So we're gonna have him on next week too. Um, Listen, everybody, I appreciate everybody coming on. Man, tonight actually was a really good night because I felt like we had so many questions. I didn't even get to the normal stuff I have. I urge you all to follow Camrie Caruso and this year's season. We'll obviously be putting out updates and everything else throughout the year. I'm proud to say that we are on board as a sponsor with her team. We're going to be going to Bradenton. When is the Bradenton? You got the dates memorized?
Yeah.
Bradenton show is when?
February 8th through the 10th, Bradenton Motorsports Park in Bradenton, Florida.
Okay, so if you're all in Florida and you want to go, we're not going and setting up tents. We're going there. We're going to be giving some stuff away at the pit. We're going to be there at the race, hopefully on the track, and we're going to be there. So I'm more than welcome to invite everybody to come out, come meet
Yeah,
Camrie
absolutely. Come hang
person.
out.
Yeah, don't be a weirdo staring her down, but be there and she will definitely talk to you. And then the next race, which is really cool because right after, still in Florida, is Gainesville, right?
Yep,
And
so that is the 8th through the 10th of March, Gainesville Raceway, Gainesville, Florida.
right.
Come hang out.
Yeah, so if you're close, come on by. If not, obviously, I'm gonna bring some people. We're gonna do live videos. We're gonna take video pictures. We'll make it like you were there. Same thing we did with Get Down show. We're gonna be putting out a bunch of stuff, but I tried to go live multiple times. So we will be there supporting our racer. I like to say it like that, it's our racer. You know, when you're part of it, these sponsors are very important, right, Camrie? I mean, that's how you get to do what you do.
It's
This
important,
season,
and there's so many levels that a lot of people don't get. Like, it has to make sense for both parties. Like,
yeah.
being involved and the fans coming out and the racers supporting the other racers' partners, it's going to be a really big deal. And Gainesville and Bradenton are going to be awesome. So make
So
sure.
how many sponsors do you have this year?
I think we're at 12
Right.
so far.
That's a lot.
And we have a few other ones that come on for one race, two race. A lot of local companies that we have a few in Chicago that will come on just for Chicago. But we
Right.
definitely try and make sure partners can mesh or do business together at least, because if not,
Yeah, I know
then
we linked up with Right Trailers to help us get some trailers. So yeah, 100%. You know, that's what also I wanted to be a part was the networking.
Mhm.
Going there and meeting the people I met last time was incredible. There's a lot of money in racing. I don't think
Yes.
people realize how much. And I know I was talking with people that probably had more money than they even knew what they had. So it's a really, really cool experience. If you haven't done it already, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go check out Camrie Caruso's social media. Follow her. Same thing. She looks for the support. It's / Camrie Caruso. Catch her on Facebook, IG. She also has a YouTube. I appreciate everybody coming out for episode 33. We took 1 week off, and we've been doing it ever since, and it's been cool. If you have somebody or you yourself want to be on here, send an email to podcast@bigjeffaudio.com. It's at the bottom. We've gotten a lot of people on because people wanted to see those people. We try our best. Obviously, can't get everybody, but we definitely do try. And we've been trying to do more co-hosts. So if you're interested in coming on an episode, and we can fit you in. You can hang out with me and whoever our guests are. Camrie, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I felt like we could have talked for like a whole nother hour because like it was
Me
really
too.
cool. It was so much interaction, and that's part of our followers in this, and hopefully become your followers. And if any of your people are in here watching here, I hope they were able to maybe get a comment in or something to talk to you live.
I
But
saw a few people that do comments when we post things. Like I saw a few names that registered, so I'm glad they could join us. And
yeah,
like you said, I feel
100%.
like we could have talked for another hour.
Yeah, this will be on Spotify in a day, and we will have the actual video loaded so y'all can watch it or listen to it whenever. I'd love to have you and even like your dad or whoever back on. And during the, we get in there, maybe we could talk about a few races if you have time. So
Absolutely.
I'll have my team reach out to you, and it looks like everybody was excited tonight. So we definitely love to have you back on and be a part of the base head world. But everyone, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I like to keep it right to that hour. I know you all have lives, you have other shows you like, but thank you for coming out. We had a great night tonight here with the Rookie of the Year, Camrie Caruso, who's going to take it all the way this year. I'm so excited to be even a part of it. Man, this has been awesome. Camrie,
Yeah.
good luck. I will see you in Bradenton. I will see you personally in Gainesville, and hopefully I can make it out to another race. But
Absolutely.
until,
Thank you guys. Thank you again for being
until
a part of the
then,
team.
everybody be safe. Parking base always says base on. We're going to say race on tonight. We will see you next time, next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We'll have a guy from Death Bounce on. Everybody have a great night. Ben, take us on out.
Thank you guys.
Another show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the bass head.